Hey everyone, Daniel here with a new review for the newest film in the MCU and the first female-led movie for them, starring Brie Larson as the titular character and Samuel L. Jackson reprising his role as Nick Fury. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain Marvel. So basically, the plot of the movie is Carol Danvers starts off on Earth and after a plane crash has her memories wiped and is sent to fight for Star Force while fighting off their enemies, the Skrull. Danvers comes back to Earth and learns more about her past, her powers, and herself. This movie was directed by the duo of Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck, and they do a good job, and they have so many great films under their belt like Sukar, which is one of my favorite movies, and it's kind of a funny story with Zach Galifianakis. The acting is pretty good all around. The supporting cast does a bang-up job, especially Carol Danvers' friend Rambo. She's one of the standouts in the movie, as well as Ben Mendelsohn's character. He does a really good job. There's been a lot of backlash about Brie Larson's acting, and at first I thought that she was going to be just wooden, but throughout the course of the movie, she starts to grow on you and you start to like her character by the end of the movie. If I had to complain about anything, I would say her acting didn't really seem genuine, like she felt like she was playing a character as opposed to losing herself in the role, like say Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. It seems kind of weird to me seeing her character be serious one second and then go to saying one-liners the next. But aside from all that, I think she did a fine job, and I'm very excited to see her going into the future for Avengers Endgame and the rest of the MCU. The cinematography was pretty good as well. There are some actually very beautiful shots in this movie. Although the editing can be kind of fast sometimes, it's fine for most of the movie, but for the action scenes, I think sometimes it can be kind of quick. And also, sometimes you'll notice like a character is in one position and then in the next shot, they're in a completely different position with no clear transition. Not to complain about this, but there are a lot of obvious and shoehorned messages of feminism, and I'm all for feminism. It seems really like shoved in your face. Like, there are actually some moments where it's really done very clever, and I'm definitely for those messages. I would actually rather have the movie with those messages as opposed to not having them, because I do think they are important at the end of the day. And I do really like the music that they chose to go with. The 90s hit songs are very good and very catchy, the ones that they used during the movie. And the original score was very good as well. This is actually the first MCU movie to have music composed by a female as well. And I think the 90s aesthetic is really cool as well. As you saw in the trailer, they have Blockbuster, as well as some other 90s establishments and vehicles and fashion and stuff like that. The de-aging they did for Nick Fury looked fine. In my opinion, the best usage of it was, I think, the first usage back at the beginning of Ant-Man with Hank Pym. But I think it's pretty good here. The effects can be kind of iffy at times overall, like with the action scenes, I think. And also, Goose the Cat will definitely steal the show for a lot of people. Overall, I think Captain Marvel is a fine movie, and the character herself will be a very positive role model going forward for young girls, and I'm very excited about that. The movie was very enjoyable. I think I would give it a 7.5 out of 10. That's not bad, it's just good. It didn't really bring anything that blew me away. I do think there are moments, definitely, that are very good, but I think overall I would give it a 7.5 out of 10. Still very good, just nothing that like really stood out or, you know, blew me away. It does fall into the usual Marvel tropes, but every now and again they'll have something very cleverly done. They'll have a twist that a lot of people might see coming, but I didn't see coming personally. There are some political messages in there that I think are very important in today's political climate, and I do hope people learn from this, honestly. I know it's just a superhero movie, but I think it had some important things to say. And I absolutely recommend this movie to anyone and everyone. If you love superhero movies, if you've been following the MCU, then definitely go out and see this movie right away. It's a good one. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought about this video and the movie if you've seen it. Your feedback is greatly appreciated, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.